Hi guys, so if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I love Apple products. But over 10 years ago, I was actually a Windows user. So in this video, I'll be trying out a Windows 11 laptop and I'll be giving you my thoughts on the hardware and software. So let's get started. So I wanted to see how far Windows has gone since I last used it in 2012, which I believe was Windows 7, I think. A couple of years prior, during university, I had upgraded from Windows Vista to Windows 7, and within the space of 2 weeks I realised that I had wasted my money, but I was content with using it for the foreseeable. It wasn't until a couple of years later, when I attended college, that I decided to invest in a MacBook and iMac. From that point on, I haven't looked back or poked my nose over the Windows walled garden to see if anything had gotten better. So last week I went on eBay and spotted a laptop that was selling for only £75 and also supported Windows 11. So this laptop is an 11-inch GEO GE049 Flex with an Intel Celeron N4000 processor, which translates to a 1.1 GHz dual core processor, 64 gigs of SSD storage and 4 gigs of LPDDR4 RAM. So by Mac standards, not very powerful. But of course, Apple and Windows have different philosophies of computing. The first thing I noticed about this machine was how crystal clear the display was. As I moved my head closer and closer towards the screen, the quality of the text in photos stood out to me. Secondly, the build quality is fantastic. It actually reminds me of the same build quality as a modern MacBook. It's got a generous amount of ports, more than what my current MacBook Pro has. As well as Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.2, it has 2 USB 3s, 1 micro SD slot, 1 micro HDMI slot, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. If I could pinpoint the faults with this machine, would be that it has a very large chin and bezels. The battery life isn't good either. Now, this laptop is pre-owned, so I don't know how long it's been used for, but once fully charged, I can get at least an hour's battery life before needing to recharge. In the box, it comes with a simple plug-to-wall charger. Many years ago, when I owned Windows laptops, it would have a heavy brick that connects at both ends, but this is just a simple light brick, which is good. And if I were to use this laptop full time, then I'll be happy using the charger while working from it. As for the software, it's not as finely polished as macOS, as it does have somewhat of a lag, but the UI has vastly improved. I love how simple it is, just to click an icon in the menu bar and it opens and closes with just one click, as opposed to the old ways of clicking start, programs, and then finding the program that you want. It's clean, it's efficient, one simple login with my live.com account, username and password, and I can back this laptop with OneDrive, and I can also use Teams with just one click. There are a few things I do miss when using this laptop. I can't use SMS autofill using my iPhone. I have to manually type in my passwords in Edge, as opposed to having it autofill with Touch ID. And I can't make phone calls and texts. I think this laptop would be fantastic for those who aren't heavily invested into the Apple ecosystem and wants that element of freedom of not being tied down to just one ecosystem. Many Android users would use a laptop like this, including an iPad as a tablet. For me, in the tasks I use every day on my MacBook, this certainly isn't ideal. Having said that, I will keep this laptop as I do like it to a certain degree, and I do think Windows has vastly improved ever since. However, my main form of computing has to be from a Mac. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.